G'day fellas. Welcome to the third game in the series between Viper and DauT. In this series, we're playing the Blind Civilization series from EGCTV, where each player plays a civilization that their opponent is not aware of. And so in this game, we've got DauT spawning in on the east of the map, on the color blue, playing the Lakota. His opponent, spawning in the color yellow, on the west of the map, is the Viper. And playing the United States as well, which excites me greatly. I'm very keen to see this. The United States are also a very complex civ. So far, the Viper has chosen three of the most complex civilizations that there are. And it's one of those things where it's like, you know, we've been able to see his micro definitely being shown off. We now see a house getting dropped down from Viper as well, dropping it down with the first villager out of the town center. His hunt's moving away very frustratingly from his town center. We have a look at DauT. We actually saw that DauT was being very cute and pulled out a single wolf over to the very edge here. So sniping a wolf, bringing it back. So instead of taking out both of the wolves at the same time, just sort of bringing one out to snipe it. So I like that. Definitely showing some familiarity with the explorer here. Now, keep in mind that the Lakota do start with all of the trading posts uncovered. So that enables him to see this 90 food treasure. This 90 food treasure is a very nice treasure for him to be able to take. But the 75 wood treasure is almost just as good as that as well. 135 XP down here on the south as well. Invisible arrow moving towards the west of the map now. Going to cross over into Viper's territory. We'll take a look at the Viper. We'll see what he's up to. So he's going for an opening. So he's doing a market start. So I think he's going to be going for hunting dogs. Demonstrating that his knowledge of build orders at the moment, probably not at the top level. And sending in the Irish immigrants as the first card. We'll take a look over at DauT and see what he's sending in. Nothing in yet. Have a look at the home city. Going up with the beginner deck, but obviously this is not the beginner deck. He's changed the cards around in here. Fitzbro's in the chat at the moment. Fitzbro with the raid most recently, so probably going to be able to provide us some advice on the decks of DauT. What do you reckon, Fitzbro? Probably a few too many upgrade cards in there, I'd say. But other than that, it's looking pretty on point. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Do we see we've got that 4 villagers coming in now? Another villager being trained. Now, keep in mind, he's got Buck the Tame Wolf that's out here, going to be doing some damage. He's actually tanking with Buck, so despite that, going to be able to pick up the 90 food treasure. Now we see the explorer. Nathaniel Green is out on the front line, the general for the Viper. Now, he's running from Buck the Tame Wolf, but I tell you what, he doesn't need to be. He's got a lot of health on that explorer, and he could really be doing some damage. But DauT just putting the hurt on. Now, keep in mind that he's snaring him as well. The Lakota Explorer does snare, and despite being so fast... And look, we see him just being very cheeky. He was trying to unsnare himself, I think, there. Is he going to manage to take out Buck? I don't think he's going to be able to take out Buck. He doesn't. Buck survives. 24 HP now. And going up with the Chief. The Chief is going to be providing him that juicy 400 wood that is going to enable him to drop down that all-important infrastructure that he needs, whether it be a corral, which is the Lakota's version of the stable, or a war hut, which is the Lakota's version of an outpost and a barracks in one. We'll take a look at the Viper. We'll see what he's up to. Looks like he's moving towards that age up. Going to be dropping down a trading post in the first age. So dropping that down now. So we see him transition his villagers off of wood onto food. Now sending through capitalism. I like it. It's definitely a more age 1 focused build order, and this is something that I actually tested with as well. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it, capitalism being one of them. We'll check back in on DauT. We'll speed it up a little bit just as we fall into this lull. We've got Lakota Explorer now moving towards a lot of the map uncovered. We'll take a look and see what treasures each player's got. An 80 coin up towards the north of the base. Now, Viper's Explorer, he doesn't really have much else that he could take. Now, he did take a shot over here on this treasure, and he has picked it up. El Polo Guapo, 130 XP in the middle. Fighting against, well, he's got this one treasure here that he'd be able to take the snipe off. We'll take a look. We'll check in with Buck. We'll see where Buck's at. Buck is down here. Buck the Tame Wolf guarding the El Polo Guapo. Going to be able to snipe this 100 wood. We see that DauT is definitely moving towards like a macro-orientated fortress age build, potentially. 4 Axe Riders now coming up. We'll slow it down. We'll see what happens. Buck is now still on 24 HP, despite it saying under attack. I don't know what happened. I thought Buck was on 24 HP as well. We'll take a look in with Viper. We'll see what he's doing. He's going up with Massachusetts. Massachusetts is definitely one of the better age-up options. Realistically, you've got 2 age-up options that you can take with the United States. Maybe 3 that are all really viable on a map like this. And looks like, see, Viper knows what he's doing as well, pulling that out to the circle. Look, he knows he's moving it and then shooting. Move it, shoot. Oh, is he going to shoot? I think he's commanded it to shoot, but... Oh, no. Okay. I'm not sure. I was watching. I was watching with hope. He's got 8 idols at the moment. Whole bunch of villagers that have sort of, unfortunately, sort of lost a bit. I think at the moment, Viper's probably just coasting through the first stage. Probably got his legs up at this point. I know I probably would when I'm playing against DauT. DauT's not the quickest guy. We've got the double stable build coming out right now. Double stable, opening up with 2 sets of bow riders. A huge amount of cavalry getting trained. What was the first card that he went for? He went for 4 axe riders. How is he able to get this much? Like, he has got a lot of units. He needs... Okay, so right now, he's selecting both of the stables, and he's training... Like, he needs to move these 2 bow riders over to this one. Come on. Is he going to realize? I don't think he's going to realize. Cancel. Do your best. And now we've got the axe rider. Oh my god, the axe riders are in. He hasn't even aged up yet. He's not going to realize. I don't think he's going to manage. He could have 10 bow riders out now. This is an insane macro from him. Villagers now. So DauT finding out, or Viper finding out the bad way that Lakota just aren't fun to play against. Minutemen being called for Viper. Viper dropping down the barracks on the north, or on the eastern side of his town center. Gonna have the bow rider coming in. It's a very difficult matchup for Viper to be playing. Quite honestly, this is a very hard matchup. So part of the blind civ series. Having a little bit of difficulty with the herding as well. Moving away from the town center. So one of the things I talk about in the definitive edition, these hunts do move far away from the town center very quickly. And the Minutemen moving into melee combat, fighting it out with the axe riders. Probably not the best thing to be doing. Pulling it out, putting it into melee, into range and taking a shot off at the bow rider. Looks like those Minutemen aren't going to be going down, unfortunately, for Viper, but he does have that trading post that's going to be seeing those shipments come in extra fast. Behind this, the 5 villagers coming in from DauT and more bow riders. I love this opening from DauT. This is huge. This is a really tempo-orientated build. And this looks almost rehearsed. That's how good it is. Like, double stable into a double batch of bow riders and opening with, like, opening with the 4 axe riders. It's really nice. And then behind this, sending the 5 villagers. Like, this is an on-point build. I could honestly see this coming out from a 2K player. This is nice, man. We can take a look at Viper. We see what he's up to. Sending in the 5 regulars. He's also trained a batch of regulars from his barracks. Also got 700 wood going to be coming in behind this. Could potentially see... Oh, we've got the units coming out. He's doing quite a good job baiting them in. He wants to bring them in underneath the town center because his muskets are about to pop out. There they go now. So now popping out. We take a look back with DauT. DauT's macro just looking impeccable at the moment. I love playing with this Lakota. It's just absolute, like, beautiful. Nothing else. All you got to worry about, food and coin. That's it. Don't worry about anything else. Nice hunt down here. Very, very juicy. Fitzbro would just... He'd be sending in great hunter after that. I tell you what, that many. And we got a little bit of a scuffle happening right there. We'll turn off Fog of War just so that we can see what's happening. Don't want to miss anything. DauT pulling ahead in score now. Up about 2k points at this point. See the American general down here on the bottom now. Keep in mind, he's not worth 100 experience anymore. Only worth 45 experience now. He has been reduced. He's been, I would say he's been buffed in the most recent patch. So we've got Don Artie in the chat saying, Viper trying out Age of Empires 3, DauT doing a speedrun. Look, after watching the first 2 games, it definitely feels like the 3rd game might be heading towards that as well. And I definitely think with the civ selection that it's going to go that way. This is a very difficult matchup for Viper. Even if he was, you know, at an incredibly competent level, because it's going to take a while to get to that high competency level with something like Age of Empires 3. It's obviously, even though it's got a lot of similarities to Age of Empires 2, it's a very different game in the play styles. And this is a very, very difficult matchup. We now see the 3 trading posts being sent from the home city. Hey, this is something I didn't realize. It allows saloons to be made. And now we've got the villagers are doing their best. The villagers have entered melee mode. They're not even going to get the house. Oh, he was trying to click on the house. That's what he was trying to do. He was trying to get their villagers onto the house, but he was accidentally clicking on the onto the bow riders, and the bow riders managed to take out a whole bunch of villagers. DauT now picking Viper down to 11 villagers at this point. 3 trading post wagons popping out of the town center. We're going to speed it up just a little bit. Watch these units catch up to them. Is Viper doing outlaws? That's a good question. I don't think he is. I think he's sending these out onto the map to try and get the trading line. I'm curious what you guys think, because when it comes to the trading line, he's not going to be able to take out this trading post. What do you think about Age of Empires 3 removing the radius around the town center and allowing players to build wherever they want on the map? What are your thoughts on something like that? Would you support something like that? In Age of Empires 2, there is no restrictions on where you can build anything. And now we've got some saloons going down, wait, you can build a meeting house out of a trading post wagon?
Orders?
This is definitely, like, this is my standard game against the Lakota. It's 9 minutes in, I've got 12 villages. Like, yep, that's me against Lakota. Meanwhile, the Lakota player aging to the 3rd age, you know, got a giant mass of units out. Just Lakota things. You know me, I'm just toxic. I just don't like the Lakota. That's it. That's me, I'm saying it. And so now on the front line, training some cowboys. Cowboys are actually quite an effective anti-cavalry unit. The only issue is they are quite population expensive. Now, when we take a look at the saloon, now this saloon can't actually, he doesn't have advanced saloon, so an advanced saloon would enable him to build 2 more saloons. Sending in 7 semi-fattened cows from the home city. I'm not sure if this is the most optimal build order. And we just saw the flag of the trading post just flying right there.
Yes.
Viper burning down the tribal marketplace of DauT. DauT about to reach the 3rd age. We can only suspect. We'll tune in on him. He's going up with a wise woman. Gonna have a whole bunch of bison coming out of his town center right there. There it is. It's got 4 villages in that town center. We'll take a look and see whether Viper's going to find anything down to the south. There are some villages that are hunting here. 1.09 food a second, not too bad. And now we've got DauT moving back to his base to protect what he's got. A lot of bow riders. Fitzbro would definitely be proud of this. Fitzbro loves the bow riders. He loves a good bow rider spam. He does that, Fitzbro. And Viper not letting him, or DauT rather, not letting him down at all. More coming out of the... Oh, we got a bit of a fight coming out now. All of the regulars moving into melee. This is the correct decision. Honestly, this is a really good decision. They're going to be getting out a lot more damage in melee because they've got a faster attack rate. So they do 42 damage in melee, and they also do it twice as fast. So really just absolutely shredding the units of DauT. So Viper just really... And got the cowboys on the back line as well, going to be putting out a little bit of damage as well. Let's take a look at the cowboys. Fair bit of damage on these guys. Now, keep in mind, the cowboys have got a ranged shot, a charged shot that goes out. So Viper doing his best to chase down the cavalry of DauT. More cowboys coming out now. Now, look at the ranged shot that's coming out from these guys, the charged shot. Actually doing really, really well to push him back. I love the use of cowboys, honestly. This is quite effective. Cowboy's doing a great job. The main issue that he's going to run into is the rate of fire difference between the bow rider and the cowboy. He's really going to set that bow rider apart when it gets to here. We've now got the Wakinas coming out of the town center as well. So DauT sending the 9 Wakinas from the town center, or from the home city. Also got the 3 Takola soldiers that are coming in. Also going up with, or also upgrading elite axe riders. We're going to check in on Viper. We're going to check in on those cows that we see. 7 cows. Just hanging out. Just doing their thing. Viper with 12 villagers at the moment. Having a bit of a difficult time now putting the 13th villager into queue. Training some owl hoots as well. Sending in 700 coin from the home city. Going to be able to train a few more outlaws with that. But going to be in a bit of a difficult spot. So we'll take a look at DauT. We'll see what he's up to. Those Takola soldiers now coming in. The Wakina rifles on the back line. Going to be able to take out these cowboys. Is he going to be able to get out these owl hoots in time? I think he is. The owl hoots are about to pop out. There's 5 of them. We'll take a look at the stats when they come in. Owl hoots now getting popped out. They've got that buckshot attack. Here comes that buckshot attack. Huge amount of close range DPS, but really just not that impressive. You can see them leaning in. The way they do that lean in. They have the owl hoots, but a lot of them going down. Very low HP. Very high damage though. And Viper calling good game. And that sets us up for a potential match point. DauT moving up to, is it 7 points now? Is Lakota a 3-point or a 2-point civilization? Good game over to DauT, playing it well. We'll take a look at the villager count. I want to see how many villages he managed to kill from Viper. Going down to 17, down to 13, so 3 villages. And then going down to 6. That's a 3-pointer apparently. Damn, there you go.